Hello everyone, Krydax here. Welcome back to our AngelBobsOmni playthrough. In this episode, hopefully we can get plates going finally. And I wonder why that train just drove past. I wonder... Oh yeah, okay, so if a train is coming this way, there's no way for it to turn around right here, so it has to go around. And we've got our nice double-wide city block. I finished out these blueprints, and I'm going to kill this biter base real quick, because it's only a matter of probably minutes until the pollution cloud reaches that base. I do think we have a little while until the pollution cloud gets all the way down here. Once we start processing plates, though, and I start storing them up, that will probably make a lot of extra pollution. Our pollution seems mostly still under control, but it will definitely continue to get worse. Okay, good old sniper turrets. Overpowered goodness. Guess I can join in. Not that my puny little gun does much damage, but it's something. Alright, that was just a tiny little base. Let my bots do the repairing. And let's see, got a few artifacts to pick up. And did we get them all? Yep. Got everything. Spider base is taken care of, and that should be good. And I do think I need to be more comfortable with just extending resources across city block lines. I mean, underground belts work fine, and so I could have just belted all these ores across the train tracks. But I do think having more intersections is bad for UPS if you have a crazy amount of trains. I don't know if I'll ever get to that many. I think I worry too much about UPS, honestly. But, you know, it's like, why have a line here? It's not really necessary, so I can see going both ways. But in any case, we've got all kinds of ore here, and we are going to make all the different things we can make, including solder, obviously tin, lead, copper, iron, steel we will be making, and we'll also be making omnicium. So we will want, actually, our belt of omnite. We'll probably want extending past here too. So we need to make omnicium, omniferrum, and omnisteel is yet another type. So when do I get night vision goggles? That's a great question. It looks like I can get that. Oh, electronic circuit boards. Shucks. Well, when do I even get electronic circuits? What do I need for that? Solder, copper tin, phenolic board, and ferric chloride. Phenolic, ferric chloride, transistors, need silicon, and silver wire. Ooh, that's new, I think. I don't think you ever needed silver before in Angels. That's cool. Maybe you did. I know you needed gold. If you did need silver before, I forget, but I feel like that's a change. I know they made some changes to the overall crafting. So that's mixing copper cable and silver plates. Interesting. Okay. Well, we're not going to see that for a while then, so I'm not going to worry about that. Can I at least get modular armor? Nope. That's also red circuits. Okay, so that'll just be on hold indefinitely. That's a long ways away. I'll just have to keep putting lights around. I might go back to using Afraid in the Dark. I don't know. It's hard because I know streaming or video making is less optimal when it's dark like this. That's worse for you guys as viewers. But it's also kind of fun to have to put lights everywhere. I just wish I could place lights that were like battery operated, or even fuel operated, where I would place it down and it would just put a couple fuel in it for me. Because the way it is right now, I have no way to put down lights without also having power, which means if I'm building in a new location, it's kind of bothersome. But whatever. I guess I can manage. Okay, so back to what I was actually doing. We've got all the ores. We need coke. So I will need coal. And I might just want a different station. I can pretty easily make one. Oh, looks like I'm missing a few stone bricks there. I can pretty easily make another station, and I probably should make another station. So why don't I do that? And I think I can just do that. And this will be my new station. And we'll just have... Let's see. I think that should be a chain signal. And then this should be a regular signal. And then if I can handle it, we'll see if this fits. So the warehouse, looks like I need to craft one. Oh, and I've got junk in my inventory I need to get rid of. That's for sure. Okay, so the warehouse... Oh, I need an LTN stop. Silly. Which will go right there. So then warehouse goes here. And then I can have another regular signal. Right there. Sweet. Okay, so what this means is I can have a train unloading and another train waiting to unload, and still trains can go by on this rail. So that way we have a 2-train capacity, which is good because this one's inline. These ones are on corners, but this one would be blocking a whole straightaway otherwise. And then I'm trying to remember, did I need any circuits for unloading? No, I just have inserters unloading. And then connect up the wire to the input, and we've got a combinator. Helmod Smart Tool. I don't know exactly why sometimes the Helmod Smart Tool leaves behind. You guys probably know why. It probably has to do with what button I press to get rid of it, or if I place it or not. But this is going to be a requester. Requesting Omnite. Go with 2000. We're going to be requesting Omnite at, I don't know, 3000. And coal. Oh, I didn't actually. You have to hit the check mark, which is kind of nice because if you're dealing with the regular combinator, as you type the number, it will be sending the signal if it's on. And so, like, let's say I wanted 30,000. I would type -3000, and then it would immediately create an order for 3000 before I hit another 0. And so that's kind of a good feature because then you can type the whole -30,000 and then hit confirm, and then it'll only send one train request. Well, assuming 30,000 fits. I'm still not sure if that should be a chain signal or not. I think it should be. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's supposed to be a chain signal. And I think I need another one there. That's right. There we go. Because I believe the way it works is you want a chain signal before every possible place trains could intersect. And then you want a regular signal leaving the intersection. And I think if you follow those rules of thumb, then more or less your trains won't crash or run into each other, and bad things won't happen. It looks like still have a few unconstructed Or is that just the grass? Okay, that made it look like a blueprint. For some reason. Alright, so then inserters, unloading, long inserters. Get some power connected. And warehouse is there. The combinator needs to be connected. And turn it on. There we go. Omnite and coal coming right in. It looks like I only have 2,000 coal, so I should change that. Try to be careful here. So my restriction on coal, let's make it 3,000. Let's make all of them 3,000. Copy that. 3,000, 3,000, this one. I think I got them all. 3, 3, 3, 3, 3. There's only 5 different types of ore. Yep. Cool, cool. Alright, so back to here. Oh, this is so beautiful. So we need coal and omnite joining in, and then we'll have everything. Okay, so let's start building. It always starts with ore processors. So let's start that. No reason to waste a bunch of space. I'll leave some room for expansion there, though, so maybe I'll start here. This feels like plenty of space horizontally. So I'll try to make this skinny vertically. As skinny as I can. So we'll actually... Well, unfortunately my underground belts only can handle 2 spaces between them. Which is that enough? Does that work? No, because if you have them pressed up against each other like this, then you can only fit 1 inserter in that section. I mean, I could space them out, I guess. Maybe that's a slightly better idea. To stay skinnier. Somehow I doubt it's going to make a huge difference, though. So we'll just do it this way. And just to stay symmetrical, we'll do it like that. Okay. I think 6 ore processors is actually not quite enough. Okay. So 1 more section. And that can handle up to 16. And then we want something like that. Copy that, flip it vertically. Right, I go every other. I think that covers all of them. Okay, we'll put that in my builds. Ore processing. And then, let's see, let's pull back up our iron chain here. Crushed stone, I imagined that would happen. So I think that is working correctly, the whole crushed stone thing. When this gets up to 5,000, it makes a request, and then it ever so slowly loads that up. That's the problem, is how long that takes. We really need faster inserters. But once we have fast stack filter inserters, that will be a lot better. And our power needs more Omnite. That makes sense. That's the hungriest piece, for sure. We're still only using a fraction of what we generate, though. Oh, I know, I closed my help mod. Okay. So we've got the ore processors. Oh, I'm doing way more than I need to do. That's fine. And then the coke we'll need on the blast furnaces. So then the next step is always going to be blast furnace step. So then blast furnace step, we want to make sure we have a little bit of space, because sometimes we need 2 blast furnaces. For stuff like lead, you need 2 in a row. So we'll put those there. And we're going to need coke and fuel coming down, and then the processed iron coming up here. Now, I probably need 2 inserters for that. Yep. 2 inserters. I'll have this come down first and up. And that will handle the processed iron. And then I need fuel, carbon, and then at that point it's just induction furnaces. Sweet. Okay. And iron ingots, they do go in manganese cathodes, they go in steel ingots, and that's it. So we don't make any other molten metals with iron ingots. See, like, why would you ever take cobalt and nickel and just turn it into iron? I've never quite understood these Angel's recipes. In my mind, you know, once you do this research, it should be 12 cobalt, 12 iron, 12 nickel to make, you know, I don't know, 420 molten iron or something. Like, give a bonus to the amount of iron you get. It doesn't make sense why you would do that unless you're just trying to get rid of cobalt and nickel. And given how easy it is to make exactly what you're going for, most players I've ever talked to have always just said, oh yeah, I just use the catalyst thing, or, you know, like, you just go as quickly as you can towards the zero byproduct versions. Whereas if this gave you a productivity bonus, then players would have some incentive to actually use it. But there's literally zero incentive to using this, unless you're just trying to force yourself to find a way to get rid of these other ingots. So I'm not a huge fan of that. I think there should be a productivity bonus to that. But I'm not Angel, or whatever the... I don't actually know the guy's name. It might be Angel. I think it's Archangel, right? Anyway, back to doing this. So these can make up to 18, which is good, because these can make up to 8, so technically it's not even matching up. So I definitely need more. I need 4 induction furnaces. Interesting. So I should probably space them out like so. Is that right? So we'll have a belt. No, I only need 1 space. Like that. Okay, so these will all make iron. Nope, not steel. And then... I think that's all we need. Yep, that matches up perfectly. And then about 8,000 casting units. And then I leave 2 spaces here because that lets me, if I have to, get iron ingots out. Even though I know with iron ingots I won't need to do that. With other types of ingots I might. So, do I want 3 spaces? Is actually what I'm asking myself. No, I think that's okay. Okay, so casting units. We need a lot. And I want to think about how I can structure these nicely. See if I can make that work. That will get me 12 per second. That's crazy. That's still not enough. Because I was thinking I could go here, split, and have one go up and one go down. But even still, that's not enough. I need another row. Oh, what am I doing? I have a liquid input for these. And then a physical output. Okay, yeah, I think that will work. Liquid, liquid, and then it'll be liquid, liquid. And that is 180. Perfect. So the ratio, at least at this tier, I assume the ratio is the same at all tiers. Blast furnace 3 is 2, induction furnace 3 is 2, and casting unit 3 is 2. Yeah. So the ratio stays the same. So it's 1 blast furnace to 2 induction furnaces to 6 casting machines. So 1 to 6 is the ratio, as far as I can tell, anyway. And now we need to put all this on a belt. So those will do that. And we'll do this. And I want to make sure these actually go on that side, because I'm not sure if they naturally do. And then we'll G flip that. And that will allow. It should be here. It's going to be in the way, actually. This was fine. And none of this is even powered yet. Okay, power that up. And there we go. Now we need the... Let's see, this will be one directional. Directional. Should be right. You can't see it behind the pole, but you can see it on the right side in the little window. And then we need... What do I need, actually? I actually need just a regular... So if that one goes that way, this is probably better served being a two-way. And then we just have it go up. That one's going right, and then this can be another two-way connection. Connecting those two. So that's connected, and that's connected. So all 4 are connected. And then we'll connect there and there. And I guess here to here. So this needs to be a double. There we go. And then that will fill with molten iron. It's supposed to be there. And I'll just copy this. Flip that way, flip vertically. Need some lights up in here. All right. Looking good. I am gonna need space for beacons later, won't I? Usually, though, when you have beacons, you don't need as many buildings, so I can just delete these 4 in the middle. And then beacons will fit perfectly. Okay, so there's iron plates. I think. Except we need coke. Coke and fuel. So let's go handle that. Coke and fuel. And that'll be from up here. I'll also need carbon. So let's see. How much coke? Just a few per second. And I will need Omnite too. I don't think I'm going to need raw coal. So what I can do is just crush directly outside of the warehouse. So I'll just throw that there. 4 per second. And I think coke is 1-to-1. Is that right? Coke products of... Yeah, 2. So that means this guy will essentially make 4 coke per second. Is that worth it? And then for omnified fuel, I'll probably want to omnify the coke. It's probably the easiest way to do that. And then we make coke in a furnace. Oh, perfect. 4-to-4. And how do we make... Is it just in a similar... Omni Energy, Omnified Coke. So 3.75 megajoules. Just trying to think if I want to do that or just keep using the purified Omnite. Because a purified Omnite, let me just review. Because I know I put some of the stuff into Hellmod, but... oh, it's not made in this building. That's why I can't find it. Why can't I remember what make... Yeah, it is made in a furnace. Oh, that's an assembler. That's why it's not. So purified Omnite is 2.5 crushed Omnite. And that's worth 2.4 megajoules. So almost exactly 1 crushed Omnite should be roughly worth a megajoule. So here, 2 crushed Omnite should be worth about 2 megajoules. But the problem is a coke should be worth more than 1.75 megajoules. So it's not really adding the fuel values together, that's for sure. I guess the nice part about this is it'll just stack the stack side, like each individual fuel unit will hold more fuel value. So that's probably worth it alone. I'm trying to think, you know, is it worth using half of a coal to make essentially 1.75 megajoules? I don't know. Because a coal here is basically showing that it's worth 4 megajoules. Isn't that weird? Because omnifying any fuel, it looks like it takes the same amount either way, and coal actually has the highest fuel value. So the most efficient way to omnify coal is actually just omnifying the coal itself. But the problem with that is the fuel pollution is 200%. So anything that uses that is going to double its pollution. So in order to avoid excessive pollution, I will go with coke. Or carbon. Carbon would be slightly better. But then that requires more carbon dioxide, and that's kind of messy. So I'll just omnify the coke. I'm gonna stop humming and hawing here. Excuse me. Okay, so we'll load. That'll get me all the crushed omnite I'll ever want. That'll go in here. Omnified coke. We're gonna have 2 of these. I did make 2. That'll be the same thing, and then this will go to a belt. Probably best, actually, if we do this. So first priority is making coke. Wait, no, that's just crushed coal. What am I doing? All of the crushed coal goes to making coke. And then the omnified coke out here and fuel up these guys. Excuse me, I've got something in my throat. That's what I get for drinking coffee too fast. Alright, so let's get all these going. Get some more lamps. I'm just going to craft a few piles. Okay, so we'll get omnified coke going here. So it's the coke that I want on a belt. Let's change this around a little bit. So we want coke, coke. This will go like so. We can input. And then here, we need to input the coke. And that will allow kind of a priority, because it'll be the first one to grab, so that shouldn't ever run out of coke. I probably should still do a priority splitter type thing, but it's fine. And then... oh, we just need the output. Okay. And that runs past the furnaces to make sure they always have fuel. And then I'll just put that on the same belt. So we'll have the fuel version of coke and then just regular coke. And that is, you know, a serious reason that Omni, again, makes things more difficult. I know that this whole salt sorting process is incredibly efficient to get ores, but, you know, normally you could fuel this building with the same coke that's going into the recipe. But in this mod pack, you can't. You have to make a separate fuel. So I will probably bring that straight down the middle, because all of these blast furnaces will need fuel. Oh shoot, I'm out of belts. Let me go grab more belts. I wonder if I should use a chain. One thing using a train will do is let me not die if I get hit by a train. Okay, so I guess I gotta restock all the things while I'm out here. First thing to do is belts and splitters and undergrounds. Yep, out of space. Okay, let's get rid of our Omni wood. What else don't I need? I don't need those random things. I am putting the alien artifacts by research. I guess the upgrade planer can go. The 3 random pulls that I have can go. It's amazing how much inventory space I need. Grab some more ammo. Make sure I'm good on circuits. Good on nanobots. Good on power poles. Still got plenty of flogs. Take some more Omni tractors. Ooh. Oh, that's just out of those kinds of circuits. Furnaces. I will take a few more. I think that's everything that's down here. What about rails? I'll probably just take a couple more stacks. I don't want to be holding too many rails. Assemblers, we're good. Steel, we're fine. Actually, we might have too much. Steel gear wheels. Inserters, always need more. Steel pipes, I think I don't need more. Yeah, I have 100 already. I guess regular pipes can be grabbed. And what else? What else? What else? What else? Our underground pipes, for sure. Okay. That all looks good. And Omnicium. Omnicium gear wheels. Regular gears. I continue to not be able to breathe, apparently. 1 stack of wood. Do I actually need wood for anything? I don't think so. Fuel. I mean, I might as well have a stack, but stone brick is actually important. Grab some of that. Transfer some stone back over. Working my way up the list here on my bricks. Oh, regular stone. Definitely want a full stack of that at all times. Shoot, this stopped again? What's going on? Copper. Copper's going on. Let me grab a bunch of copper so we can fix that problem for a while. Alright, that should help. I was hoping to have a lot of basic boards waiting for me, and there were 0. And now I need iron. Iron's always hiding here. I should move that, but we're almost there to where I won't ever need the iron from this side of the base again. So who cares? Okay, and then I did not grab enough belts. 200. What am I thinking? What am I thinking? More like 400 or even 500. So I'm gonna make a bunch more plates right now. Okay, and the other thing I want to review real quick is with Omnicium plates. If I can do that with ingots yet, or if I still need to be bringing the iron and coal Oop, I guess we're there. Hop out. Oh, shoot. Wow. Definitely does not apply brakes automatically when you get out of it. Anyway, so what I'm trying to remember is with this, I know you can make it from molten omnicium. That was the wrong one. I'm just trying to remember why couldn't I make this? Was there a reason? Okay, well, I mean, that's the whole pellet process, but we already have this one unlocked. Oh, that's right. We need ore processor 2s for that. And I can't get those, right? Ore processor 2. Oh, yeah, that's so frustrating. We could build them, but the research that it's locked behind is chemical science. Okay, so then I am settling for omnicium ingots still, though, right? I think I can still get the ingots. Molten comes from the recipe, comes from the ingot, which comes from omnite, copper ore, and iron ore. Okay. So it isn't... I'm not making molten omnicium from a mixture of ingots. I'm making omnicium ingots from a mixture of ores. Which I would almost recommend that change, because the other, just to be consistent with angels, shouldn't it be a mixture of ingots? I mean, I guess the omniferrum and omnicalibs, or however you pronounce that, those are mixtures of ingots, so that's similar to angels. But molten omnicium only has the one recipe, I think. Yeah. Oh, that's a fluid. I was like, what is that symbol? The symbol for item and fluid is different. I guess that makes sense. So yeah, there's only one way to make omnicium molten, which is just the regular ingots by themselves, but the ingots can come from a few different places. Processed. Yeah, okay. All right, that all makes sense. Again, I have to hit the X on my inventory twice for unknown reasons. I'm not gonna worry about that. I should probably move this down, like all the way down, because this needs to be offset by 2 spaces, and I'm just wasting a lot of space if I'm not using that. So we are gonna use up half of our bots here. Move this down. Oh crap! And I have a full inventory, and I will leave 1, 2, 3 spaces though, and that will be for beacons. But unfortunately, we've got an inventory issue, so I'm going to put all the rails in there for now. And it can get difficult to help out your bots when you're doing something like this, because you can accidentally delete blueprints even though you're trying to just help them deconstruct. So I tend to not interfere a whole lot. See, that was just because of the tree though. That's the funny thing about squeak through, is when you build over trees, sometimes they'll still be stuck in really weird places because it reduces the collision box on all these things. And so sometimes trees are still poking up out of cracks in your factory rather than actual empty spaces. Okay, that wasn't too bad. And so that will save us a lot more space. Gosh, I probably just gave room for another entire Shoot, I keep forgetting to empty that out. Because that's the place I like to put trash. But I can't. That'll bring, you know, almost another space, enough space for another one here. So this will come down from the top. I'm almost certainly doing it wrong if it's looping around this many times. A belt that loops back on itself twice is a funny belt indeed, but whatever. Whatever. I'll take it. Okay, so we've got our iron ingots. Now, you'd think I should probably make steel next to this. I fear I'm going to run out of room. Iron, steel, copper, and then we've got lead and tin. Definitely going to run out of space. I could probably fit 2 more this way on the back end. Yeah, can definitely fit 2, maybe 3 if I'm really strapped for space. Okay, we'll be okay. And then I'll have the warehouse loading on this corner. So let me at least put that in here so I don't build over where it needs to be. Blank station right here. Not enough ingredients. What am I missing? Oh, yep, electronic boards. That's fair. That's fair. Not going to argue with that one. We are most certainly missing those. Okay, so this build should be mostly copyable. The weird thing about iron, or I mean steel, sorry, is that since we're not using the manganese stuff, we don't need any more ore processing. This can already process the maximum amount of iron ore I can spit out. So really, steel just needs to be its own copy of this, I think. Let me just double check that steel... Yeah, we just need oxygen and iron, and then every other step of the process is the same. But I'll need far fewer, because do these still... Where's the steel? There. Yeah, so these work at the same rate, but this goes 4 to 1. So I'm only going to need 1 induction furnace and 3 casting machines. So it's going to be a different shape. We'll just go with 3 spaces between them. And in this particular case, we still need 2 blast furnaces. I'll keep the same pattern. And then these guys... I mean, I'll just copy this so that I don't have to build it all myself, but then we'll move these and this top one. Now the oxygen we will have to make. And handle that a different way. And I guess this can look a little different too. Simplify this down. So it'll face to the right, and then we'll have... Heck. Done. .5, 2.3, so that's like 4.7. I feel more comfortable with a little bit of margin there. Change that to steel. I'm not gonna lie. These icons look really cool, but compared to the old icons, which look more like this, it's really hard to tell what you're looking at because of that like fiery color in the background. You notice these old icons didn't have that fiery color, and it was a lot easier to tell what metal you were making. These, there's so much overlap, you can't see enough of the metal itself. They look really nice in the technology menu. That's a lot better, but too much of the picture is not actually the color of the metal. That's my graphical recommendation. If anyone who has any amount of say in the Angel stuff is watching. Which you probably don't, but that's fine. Okay, so these need oxygen and iron ingots. They don't even need the other type. So then I should probably just move that. And these make 9. That's a lot. 9 is a heck of a lot. So I actually need like 2 inserters. Sideways, and even then that might be cutting it close. So then these both go on the left. These both go on the right. I should probably mix it up, but whatever. And then we want to split, but we don't have enough room to do that. Oh no, I thought 2 spaces would be enough. It is, I'm just being silly, I think. If I do this, then those will be on the left. And then we can go underground, and then we'll do that again. Copy. Oh, wait, no. They need to be on the other side. Why am I copying? And then we can do this, and this comes back down. That works fine. And then this continues up to be the input. So I will actually go back around to the left to leave space in the middle here. Input rate is 9 though, so we need a bunch. Do I actually need 4? I do, don't I? And even that is still cutting it close. And I know that I'm overbuilding slightly, because I only built for 15 plates a second, but it is surprisingly... Yeah, I could do this with just 2 power poles, that's better. It is surprisingly quick that we'll get to the different belts and inserters and stuff, so once we upgrade everything, we'll be sad if we don't have a little bit more capacity and space to expand. So this comes down, we do need an inserter in for each of those. Okay, looking good, looking good. Let's get some light up here. And steel and iron both look like they're ready to go. So now all I need is oxygen, which I'll make up here as well. So we need chemical plants. I'm very short on basic boards. I may not be able to actually do anything here. Oh, okay, good. These don't need basic boards. So I can. So this is a fairly simple one. We just pump air into these. And the air separation takes care of the rest. Plant. So those can do up to 175. These make 133, so not quite enough. I guess this will look a lot better if I use an underground. Perfect. Okay, I should probably blueprint this. Yeah, I was thinking, should I blueprint it with oxygen? Let's do O plus N, because oxygen plus nitrogen. I was thinking, should I blueprint it with the undergrounds, but depending on what I'm doing, that'll probably be different each time. So oxygen will join up with my fellow oxygen here. This one needs to be a 2-directional. And then the nitrogen will just get flare stacked. Because I don't have a use for nitrogen at the moment. And then I need to go grab some more. What are they called? The basic electronic boards. Did I get it right? Maybe. What are they called? Yes, the electronic boards. Also, we are not very balanced here. That's not good. Let me actually throw in a balancer. Okay, electronic boards way over here. Hopefully we have a few. 30, oh my gosh. I just keep screwing this up somehow. First it's not enough copper, then it's not enough of the basic circuit boards. Then these run out of fuel. It's always something. I can't seem to make enough. This has plenty of ore, so that should be okay. The silo is built up quite a bit. So let me go grab a bunch more of the basics and get rid of my trash. Which is a few things. Not as much trash as I would like, though. Dang. Guess I don't need those. There's just so many different types of things. So let me get all this stuff out. And then put that away. And then empty out again. I don't need a single L extension. That kind of gets in the way. I think that's all fine. Oh, and those valves. I already have the other type. Okay. Cool. Let's go grab a bunch of circuits. Grab some belts while we're here. Okay, 6 stacks, 5 of which are going to go in the other thing. Should be enough. Alright. Bam. That should help. And I'll go grab some more nanobots too. And we're going to do another inventory research. 350 of each. Yeah, that's kind of expensive, but what else am I spending my plates on? Nothing at the moment. It's still just copper and iron for the green research packs. It's not too bad. Okay, we'll even keep an extra stack with us. It's probably for the best. Iron, copper, it looks like we're good on things. Alright, back to it. Let's drive a little train. Okay. I think that's faster. And what was I even doing? Oh yeah, the oxygen. So the oxygen will have it be available kind of from the back here. Using these higher tier pipes. Underground extensions is nice. Guess that one's kind of in a weird spot. That should be an L, but I don't want to end up with extra blueprints. So I will simply do an L connection and an L connection here. Okay. And then this one, the easiest way to gain access is a T-junction that just goes directly towards that, right? And then I do this. Or, no, we do the double. We do the double, and it goes like that, and then we do the single. Perfect. So now we have oxygen. Awesome, awesome. So I think we're ready. So we'll just bring over the iron. And that whole thing should fire up. And it will be glorious. So we get to watch the fruits of our labors, because it's been a lot of labor. Oh my gosh. But we should have enough iron plates to last us pretty much a lifetime, and we're using very little saphirite and steatite to do it. So here we go. The iron ingots are starting to flow. Ooh, they changed the art so that they don't all look like identical. It's kind of like the ores. They're randomized a little bit. Oh, I need to actually load iron into these. Good thing there's enough room to do that. There we go. Iron plates starting to be crafted, and they start dumping out onto here. Beautiful. And then I need a warehouse. And then we'll place the warehouse right here. And then that's actually a good angle to get inserters going. Now I realize that's not enough inserters to load the full capacity of the belt, but I can upgrade those before I'll need more, I think. And we're gonna do... Okay, so let's think for a second. Plates stack to 200. 10 stacks is 2,000. So 50 stacks is 10k plates. How many different types of plates am I going to be storing in this warehouse? Probably no more than 10. I would guess. Maybe that's not true. But I think what I'm trying to say is I think 10,000 is a safe number. Where even are the plates? It's probably in casting. Yeah. So iron plate less than 10,000. And 10,000 sounds like a lot, but when you start a huge order of something, that can go away pretty fast. But that is 50 stacks, which is more than one train's worth. So I think that's okay for now. I think that is okay for now. Sweet. Okay. This is a provider. Locked slots per wagon. We'll be providing like up to 10 different ores. So I am going to do 10 locked slots. Or 10 different plates, I mean. Because we could be requesting a lot of different types of plates at the same time. So I want to make sure there's enough slots for overfill. And the provide threshold, we won't send plates under 200. I know that sounds low, but there will be some places where I only request like 500 plates. So we'll just need to make sure the requester threshold is set up properly. And then this gets connected to the input. Oh, wait, this is a loading station. I need to do more than just that. Hold on. So we need our loading station magic here. Okay. And then we connect this to the input. And like I said, 200 is what I want. Locked slots 10. Okay, there we go. Cool, cool. Cool, cool, cool. And then steel's not running because... Oh. That's fine. I just didn't connect up inserters. We can just do that. And there we go. Up to 4.5 steel per second, which is actually pretty good compared to what I've had recently. That goes away, this goes away, these go away. I must have connected this up wrong. What is happening? Oh, these are still set to iron. That's what's happening. And another reason I need some space on this end is I will want to change to sheet coils rather than casting units. And that requires a little bit more space because the strand casting machines are closer to the size of an induction furnace. And so having some space on the right side here is actually really good. Okay, so then we'll be coming in here. Let's see, how crazy would it be? No, this is fine. Need some light down here, though, that's for sure. Light and light. Okay, so then this will be a steel slowdown, steel plate. There's also Invar and cobalt steel. Ooh, there's all sorts of train requests happening. I will soon have to quiet those notifications. They're going to get bothersome. But yeah, look at that. Iron plates, we've already got almost 2,000. And steel plates, those will flow in as well very quickly. And then we'll do copper, tin, lead, bronze, brass, all sorts, solder. I don't remember the difference between bronze and brass. Bronze is copper and tin. Mostly copper, though. Brass is copper and zinc. Aha, that's it. And so recipes like this, I can understand you want to use because then you're replacing zinc with tin. But weirdly enough, this is only 1 out of 4 brass is zinc. This recipe, 1 out of 3 brass is zinc. So your zinc ratio is actually higher. Ugh, I just don't understand all these recipes. Because zinc is harder to make a little bit. Because you have to mix it with lead, essentially. Unless you get to the processing stage. Then you can just make zinc straight up. But the first time you make zinc, you kind of have to add lead in to the process. Even though you still get lead out, you have to kind of let lead be a part of it. Because that's only in green science, but then the one where you just make zinc straight up, I think is... Oh, hold on. Oh. There's also Omnicompression brass gearboxes. That's not cool. Anyway. Yeah, so the first tier... What am I looking at? When do you get the next... Oh, it's the ingot picture. Yeah, so you need chemical science before you can make zinc by itself. Anyway, that was a little bit of a tangent, but... Awesome. Okay, well, this episode has gone quite long. I didn't think it would take this long just to get this done. I mean, I guess we've set up a lot of infrastructure too. But anyway, things take a little longer when you do them neatly and nicely. But we are done with this. I'll try to fill all this in with stone before our next episode. And thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you all in the next episode, and let me know what you think in the comments.